Mittoma's foot. So I don't know how it can happen. I mean, VAR is for that. That maybe the ref cannot see that on the field, but you have guys, with a coffee, seated, watching TV like we just do, and saying that. Unless they are in the restrooms, maybe, or in a bar next to the stadium, and not in the booth. That's the only explanation. Like, maybe they fell asleep. I forgot that. That's what happened, maybe.
We don't focus on Brighton a lot, but this could be the difference between European football and not for them. This is huge, isn't it, Stevie?
Yeah, there really isn't an explanation for it. I would argue against, probably Dunk's been spoken to pretty close after the game. So what he says doesn't make a lot of sense. What's VAR for? Listen, VAR's great. VAR is good. Can you imagine we didn't? Imagine all the decisions that we would be arguing about how the referee has missed it. But as far as the VAR is concerned, there's no explanation for missing that. I can't give you one.
Yeah.
There's not an explanation.
But to answer your question, what's an apology worth to Brighton? Nothing. Nothing. Are we getting the points back? No.
Yeah.
Right? And so, yet again, you just mentioned European competition, and think about what European competition would mean for a club like Brighton, who had an outside chance of getting into the top four, who had been playing well, who's a confident team, and one of the teams that really, when you think about the Premier League, you sit there and you watch a Brighton game and you're entertained. This is a team that knows who they are, know what their identity is, believes in what they're doing, they're playing well, and then you see something like this and you can't help but think, come on, man. How can we miss this? Yeah. We have to be better than this. VAR is not something that appeared in our lives just yesterday or just last week. So it's no longer an excuse of, hey, we're getting used to the system and operating the system. This is just negligence. Yeah. And when you have this amount of negligence in a single call, I think it's a referendum for everybody who's running the system itself.
You know what? Howard Webb's apologised, but has he taken any blame? Because he's in charge of the referees. So he's the boss. He's the one that picks who does and who doesn't. So maybe a little bit more on his end of the... yeah?
You want to shove the blame over to Howard Webb?
He's the boss. He picks... Listen, coaches get the sack because they pick a team that can't win a game.
Yeah.
Howard, I'm not saying Howard Webb should be sacked, by the way, but he needs a little bit more. He needs to take a little bit more.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.